Chew is great. That was the Chew segment. Alright, so I'm back here again. Back here again. I'm back again. Chris here at the Western Dipper 7 channel, because I'm super duper cool. Got a new roll of the Copenhagen long cut, but it's the original lids and not the cool ones. I don't understand what they're doing with this. They do it so often, it's not even funny. They switch between the cool lids are like, oh, we're gonna bring back the vintage lids, blah 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 blah. It'll be in the store for like a week, and then it goes back to the regular old Copenhagen lids. But Copenhagen is still Copenhagen. I love rolls. I love buying chewing rolls or dipping rolls. I love buying dip. I love dipping dip. Alright. So this is what the can looks like. See, I like this better. It just looks, here's a side by side. It just looks better to me. I like the cool lids. So we're gonna crack it. I am dying for a dip, let me tell you. I cannot get my nail in here. Alright. Let's open this baby up. Let's open this can up. Come on. We can do it. Fuck. What the hell? Why can't I open this? I've never had this type of problem before. Of course, it's as soon as I'm recording a freaking video right here. There we go. Stick it in. Copenhagen long cut. So, I'm trying out something new. I have a external microphone connected to my computer, and it's recording right now the audio. Woo! Man, if I miss this. So today, I'm going to tell a story about the Copenhagen long cut and the fireboard cans. Now, when I was in high school, you know, you guys heard my first dip video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. My first dip was Grizzly Snuff. And growing up around town and everything, all the cowboys would dip this or Snuff. Copenhagen Snuff. They would dip Copenhagen long cut or Copenhagen Snuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get me a can of Copenhagen long cut, because Copenhagen long cut is a good old trusty Copenhagen long cut. If you want a dip, you can. This is the dip. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, this is never gross. So I go up to my cousin and I go, hey man, can you give me a can of chew? He's like, yeah, sure, man. He says $5, and you know, I'll get my buyer to buy you a can of chew. And I'm like, all right, cool, sweet, awesome. So I give him $5. He's like, all right, I'll give it to you tomorrow morning. All right, sounds good. And at the same time, good old cousin Ethan, who's the second cousin, the other one is Travis, this one's Ethan. We were sitting down in the library, and it was the day, no joke, the day after I tried chewing tobacco. We're sitting down in the library and we're doing homework together. He looks up at me and he goes, can I be honest with you? I said, yeah, man, of course, you know, your family. And he says, I've been thinking about trying dipping tobacco. And there's a buddy of mine who, he says it's really awesome and whatever, and I really want to try it. I'm like, alright, to be honest with you, man, I tried it yesterday, and I really enjoyed it, and I actually bought a can today. And he's like, really? He's like, well, can I try it? I'm like, sure, can I try it with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I get the can and whatever, and I'm like, okay. Like, I'll open up the can, and then me and you will both take a dip out of it. Alright, cool. The can that the Grizzly Snuff came in had that lip where you pop it open, you know, like this, and you pop it open, and there's that little lip right there and everything, and you close it. And so I thought every can was like that. And so I'm looking all over, You can't really see a line where the tin starts. So I'm like, it's got to be underneath here, because there's that lip right there, you know, on the bottom of these fiberboard cans. There's that lip, and I'm like, it's underneath the bottom. And so I'm like sitting there, and I'm digging, and he's trying to, and we're trying to open up this can, and we cannot get it. And I was thinking that you peel off the cardboard, and then your lid would be right there, and then you could open it up and whatever. We ended up not being able to get it open until class started. So class starts, and I'm sitting there in my pocket, in my jacket pocket, and I'm taking a pencil, and I'm running that pencil just around and around and around, just trying to get this open. I'm like, man, why is this so hard? Why is this such an issue? Finally, I get one piece open, and I tear it back, and I put my finger in there, and I feel the chew, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you idiot, this is the bottom of the can. So I flip it over, and I open up the top part of the can the correct way. I go get a bunch of scotch tape and whatever, and I tape up this can. This can looked terrible. It was just beat to crap. We go over, and there's a little spot where there was a bunch of buildings, and there were stairs, and it kind of was cornered off. There's no cameras, no teachers went over that way. It was the perfect spot. The next morning, I go up to him, and I go, hey man, got the can open. Let's do it. Let's dip. He's like, alright, cool. So he throws in a little dip, and I throw in a little dip. We're sitting there, and we're buzzing, and we're having a good time and whatever. And my cousin was so paranoid that he brought a toothbrush to school that day. And as soon as he took out his dip, he sat there and he brushed his teeth so that way there was no dip in his teeth and he couldn't get caught. And I'll never forget that. Every time I get one of these fiberboard cans, I think about when I opened it upside down. I just thought it was the funniest, dumbest thing I'd ever done. Time for the review portion. Review. You need to try Copenhagen Long Cut. And it used to be called Original. It used to say Copenhagen Long Cut Original. Now it's just Copenhagen Long Cut. And it's great. It's a little bit more fine cut than like your wintergreen long cuts, your you know, straight long cut, your whatever long cut. This is a little bit shorter than that. This is an in-between between your wintergreen long cut and snuff. And it's just got that real nice, crisp, like, bite to it, you know what I mean? So I love it. It's one of my favorite dips. So, yeah. I guess that'll be it for this video.